Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we find, learn, and play one more turn of the great strategy games. Today, it's back into Decisive Campaigns, Ardennes Offensive, and this is our Let's Play against the Allied AI. And we're up here at the top of the map, but we've actually moved all of these units, and we'll just kind of, cycle down here, and you can kind of see the state of play as it is now. You can see all of our motorized just flowing through here on the main roads, the red ribbons. That's key in this game. As we come down, we're about almost to the end here. We're going to turn the turn. You can see the 116th Panzer Division is out here. It just got unlocked, got moving out here, and it hasn't gotten quite as far as 1st SS Panzer, which is a little further north. You can see here we got some Kampfgruppe out here moving. We got more motorized, right? This is all underneath the 47th Corps, and we were just into this area with the 26th Division, and we've already moved the 26th Division a little bit, but now the Lair has, and you can see here is the command, the Panzer Lair Division has unlocked. And, ooh, baby, let's move them. Let's get them going. And you can see on the mini map here, we're down near the southern part of the map here. We got to be a little careful. We know the Americans just because we know history. It's not because I played the game or anything else, but we know that the Patton's third will be coming from the south. So we got to kind of set up a defensive line that protects where our panzers are going to be pushing in the middle, our panzer divisions. Do we start with this 26th division? Maybe, because if we go down here, I mean, we've got you can see the Fallschirmjägers here. They're not very good troops. They're Luftwaffe forces that just aren't very good. We do have the 352nd, though, and I think initially the 352nd, and then we've also got, what other division is this down here? Is that the 276th, I think? Well, we'll find out when we get there. But we've got other divisions down here. The 212th, maybe our southern kind of defenders. This division has not unlocked yet. It's actually not well, it's part of 53rd Corps that's down here, but I don't believe these will unlock unless the Americans get too close to them, right? But they're right here on the Sour River. But anyway, let's get back up here, move down the map. That's the best way to do it. And let's start by actually looking at the 20. Well, tell you what, I'm going to go up here to 2nd Panzer Corps first, which is this. And you can see 2nd Panzer. Um, and just make sure we've moved everything we want to move, or, can we move anything else? Doesn't look like it really. We've used most of our movement points. 2nd Panzer, I believe, is directly under 47th Panzer Corps, right? And it is. And then Panzer Corps goes up to 5th Panzer Army, which is a little further to the back. I think it's right up there. Okay, so we've moved all of 2nd Panzer, and then we'll look at 26th Division. We obviously have moved these units. This Kampfgruppe, Kaufman here, has moved. He can't move any further. Is that true? Yeah, I just want to make sure we're on move mode. That can't move any further. Can't move anything there. Okay, so that's good. We're going to leave the Lair division for a second because we're going to get the Fallschirmjägers moving out here. So we've got first Faldersatz that can get moving down the road. And let's get this out here. Oh, one thing I did want to make sure, have we already played the recon card here? We have not. Okay, excellent. Let's play this recon card out here on this engineer group and try to get a little more information. So we spend the 2 points there, the command points, just to get a little more information. As you can see, the Americans are here. We've kind of moved beyond these units. He's got a little artillery out here, a little anti-tank. The Kampfgruppe can't go any further. So we are fully down here to the Fallschirmjägers, and let's check out the hex stats here. We would know if an American unit is there because we have got 20 plus points on the recon, so we can move in there. We know we're not going to get ambushed. And then this is heavy forest, so yep, we'll continue moving there and kind of get out of the way as the lair comes moving through here. Did we move all of these units? Maybe we did not, but they're artillery, so we've got some artillery here. Okay, so I guess this is actually where I stopped. Yeah, we can still fire artillery here before we get to the lair. So with the 26th Division headquarters, we've got artillery here. Let's hit this anti-tank unit and try to take that out if we can. There's two anti-tank units there. And nice. All right, you can see we really blast away at the 76 millimeter AT guns. We also take out a bazooka. That works for me. And then we've got this artillery down here, including this that goes directly back to the core, the Volks artillery. Well, let's give it a shot and try to completely destroy this if we can. Well, not going to do it that way. The 122 millimeters fire and really just don't do much damage. Now this is that's in light forest. Should do a little more damage than that. Let's get around here to. Now this is part of the 77th, so it's going to be regimental arty. I'm going to just move this up a little bit. Probably better to move it here on the road, get it up on this little ridge that can look down. And let's go ahead and fire here. Might not do much damage, but let's try. Well, actually, we did. We took out two 76 millimeter AT guns and 20 rear area troops. And then we should have, let's see, the 39th. Okay, this is the other regimental arty. I'll move this one up here too, and we'll fire away at that. And we take out two more AT guns. So, we softened that one up very nicely. We've got the Panzerjagers here. They could actually, let's move them down here into town. Now that's a divisional, that its command goes straight back to the divisional headquarters. Let's bring up the divisional headquarters. Still in command. That all looks good. Okay, that's better. Because I was actually worried about this town, things could move down the road, but it looks like we've got that covered. I wish I could put the KG in town. I mean, we know nothing's there, but we can't. So, okay, well, if you can't, you can't. Let's go back here and get some more of the Fallschirmjagers. You see, here is the command, 5th Fallschirmjager Division. Get this moving forward. Potentially, is this a town? No, that's a town. So I think we'll move this down. We could go there. Is this a town? Yes, Walsdorf. I'd like a Walsdorf salad, please. Let's get him down into Walsdorf. This is going to be a long ways out here, though. Do we kind of want to scoot these guys around? I think maybe we do because we've got this division. Now, this is the river, right? And I said, okay, we'll cross over the river for now, but we may end up running back to, well, nope, that's not true. That's not true. This is the Sour River right here. Okay, okay. But we do have a fallback spot here to the Our River. Interesting. Okay. So I think actually then let's take the command and go here with it. The anti-aircraft I'll move up to there for a moment. And then let's see, we've got the is this few we've got the pioneers here. These go directly to the divisional headquarters. We've also got a unit already quite a bit down the road here. This is part of 13th 13th, 13th. Okay, perfect. We'll get all of this moving out here. Do we already know? Well, we're not positive, but we're going to go ahead and move up to the river anyway. This river could be quite defensible at some point. I think the 13th, now the 15th is really probably what we ought to bring down this road, but I'm going to go ahead and move this forward here, and then I'm going to go back and get these guys and just we're going to move around a lot of this American infantry and get this moving down this road. That all looks good to me. So now we see we got an American unit here, and we've almost linked up here with the 26th Division. That looks fine. And then I think maybe for this crook in the road here, we'll just leave the pioneers here. I don't love leaving the pioneers kind of on their own, but I'm going to. The Faldersats we could bring around. Maybe we'll put them in here as well, just to give that a little support. And then in the town, we've got the headquarters, we've got anti-tank, That's fine. And we've got the anti-aircraft. But this, I actually want to help out with the lair division. As we get this, I think we're going to cross the river there and go down these main roads. Well, they're not the main road, right? The red is the main roads. We could also go across here and, get boogieing out this way or even to the north. Nah, we're good in the north, so we're going to be moving west as fast as we can. Um, okay, so then anti-aircraft, let's remember we've got that there. I tell you as if you'll be screaming at me, please remember you've got that there. Uh, for the 15th, I actually really want to move this around too, if we can. What does this attack look? Whoa, okay, so this is just artillery. Let's go ahead and attack that. And we completely destroy that unit with no losses. Well, I certainly like that. And now we can get moving down this road. We don't see any American units here, right? And we would if they were here. So let's just keep moving on to the main road there with the 15th. And then this 15th can get right behind him here. So this American unit's going to be in really precarious position, certainly. Um, Okay, 15th. How far? Well, I don't know. Let's leave this one here just in case he tries to double back on us. And then here in Walsdorf, we have elements of the 14th that will get moving out here. Okay. And then the Stug, which goes back to the divisional command, can get down this main road. How about we bring it around there? Okay, that looks good. Then we've got artillery. We've got one more element of the 14th here. Okay. Let's just bring you there. That's fine. Um, we've got artillery, artillery, artillery. Okay, they've got to cross the river is the problem. Let's put this in a little town. Let's put this artillery. Let's get it moving around here in a little town. We'll put this divisional artillery. Do we need it for anything? I mean, we're not in range for any of those American units. So let's put this divisional artillery in Walsdorf. I think it should be fine there. And I think we've moved through the Fallschirmjägers. And if we move back here, we've got Sickerung. Okay. Nothing else to do there. Sickerung. I'm holding on this layer division. We will get that moving out. Don't worry. And then we've got the anti-air that I just want to, use to help protect some of the tanks if we can. But I'm going to wait a second till we move that. Now, as we get down here, you can see this river crossing here is heavily defended, but I don't think we're going to cross right here. I think we're going to try to go down this main road here with the 352nd, and then we'll bring this division maybe a little further to the north. I think that's the way to go, right? The 914th. How far out here can we get with that? Can we start trying to surround American units? It looks like we can. There's not good road movement out here, certainly. And this is like, going through elevations. Well, I guess we can get there. So let's just go one at a time. We could also, okay, so we're out here a little ways. We can now see maybe a little bit what the Americans have going on. This unit I will just put on the road here, the Fallschirmjäger. Did Let's take this and let's go to the officer and play the recon card on him. Okay. Yep, that's the one. Let's play that there and just see if we're seeing any American resistance out here. Not really. I mean, we could go a little bit further, couldn't we? Um, even down here where the Americans couldn't cross over the road. But I think I'm going to stay right here. Let's look at the hex. Okay, we're in Burscheid, or Bauerscheid. It's probably Bauer, right? That's German, Bauerscheid. Okay, we're going to stay right there. I like it there. This is completely cut off, completely surrounded. This artillery could also move up. This is the regimental artillery. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and move that up. I guess this guy probably should bring this way. I think I screwed that up a little bit. Okay. I doubt he's going to get bombed by Allied air power. We're probably all right. And let's just back up for a second. Man, we're really moving down the road. Now, these Fallschirmjägers, again, we're not bringing our best with them, but hey, I mean, it looks like free Roman territory out here, and I don't mean the Romans in Italy. Um, Okay, so we've moved this unit out. We've got, let's get other elements of the 914th. Let's go this way first and around. All right. So we're just kind of trying to get out and around these guys. And then the 915th, let's move you into town. Okay, and we'll probably need to double stack there, I would imagine. And that's good because we've got another unit we can bring in right there. And we'll also bring in the Panzerjagers here because let's see what our stack is there now. 89. Yeah, we got plenty to bring it. Oh, he got hit. Okay. Uh, well, we've got the Hetzers and the RSOs here. The Nachtruppen, we lost 10 Nachtruppen. Huh. That's not a very strong unit, but okay, well, fine. It is what it is. Um, we've also got anti-tank here, and we can start moving this infantry up. So I think we could put the anti-tank over here where we know he's got tanks, or we could put it down here. We've also got an element 352. These are the Fusiliers, okay? So the Fusiliers we could either bring around. This is the 916th, including its artillery. Hmm. We've got artillery back here. This is divisional artillery. Let's fire the divisional artillery. Is this clear? Yep. Let's fire it right here and try to take out as much armor as we can. And we are going to take out some armor. We take out two M475s, M476, an M4105, and an M475 Jumbo. Nice. But this is a really strong American unit there. Got to keep that in mind. Okay, so that's the divisional artillery. This is regimental artillery that goes into the 915th. I think we're probably best to just move this up. Um, We've got the 914th. I'd like to see him get a little closer over here to his guys. Let's bring you. It's a great spot to bring him. Um, let's bring him up and around there, and then he can move down here with the 914th. The 916th here, I think we can go ahead and try to hit this soft target, the engineers, see if we take anything out. Well, we hit a truck. That's it. So that does very little to nothing. We've also got the 915th artillery. What is this? Heavy forest? All right. Let's bring you up there. No reason to just fire you to fire you. This, I think I am going to keep the anti-tank here. He's got some stronger units. I'm not in love with our setup right here. He's got quite a bit of strength. What is this going back to? This is going back to 85th Corps. Okay, the 352nd also goes back to 5th Corps. So let's move that 85th Corps. Let's move that forward. These all go back to the core. So let's bring the Nebelwerfer forward, one there. What's our stack there now? Oh, it's only 49. Maybe all the Nebelwerfer. Well, let's bring one there, one there. So we've got a lot of core elements here. Let's bring this anti-tank there. Is that right? Yeah, that's fine. And then this Nebelwerfer. Let's just set it up on that ridge. It can actually hit this infantry down here. It's still got a fire. It's not, well, it did a decent amount of damage actually, more than I would have suspected. These guys could still move forward and fire if that's what we desire. Heavy forest. What's the stack here now? 32. That's fine. Yeah, now that brings this infantry into play. So let's just start banging away at this thing. All right, we're taking out some stuff. Mortars and infantry there. Well, we may as well fire it if we've got it. This is a core artillery. Let's try to hit this unit. Um, he may fire back. Let's cancel that. Let's try to instead hit the tank armor here. He does very little, but he had moved quite a bit, so probably not surprising there. So we fired all of that. Let's bring the divisional command forward. Maybe to is that a town? No, that's just fields, but he would be coming across the river. I'm actually going to move him a lot further forward than I'd probably like to. What about you, Artie? That's just the 915th. I can probably set him right behind here, though. I think that's okay. We've got anti-air, and there is the 75th. Now, we've seen the 85th. This goes back to the 85th. Now, who goes back to the 75th? Is it the Fallschirmjägers? I wouldn't think so, but I guess it's possible. Yeah, this goes back to the 85th as well. 75th. It's not him. Is it this division down here? Where's the divisional command? It must be there. No, it's not there. It's not there. Is it there? Well, where the heck is your divisional command, guys? Is he all the way up here? No. Okay, well, let's scoot back. Um, So there, tell you what, let's go bottom to top here really quickly because we have a lot of locked units here. 0, 0. I mean, we're right at the edge of the map now. Zeros, nothing here can move. The 53rd Corps command could move, but I don't want to bring it across the river. Nothing there. I actually think, though, that these engineers wow. So we've got the 212th here. The 212th goes back to the 80th Corps. Okay. Let's take these engineers. This goes back to 7th Army. Let's stack them with that. And then let's look here. We've got the 316th. We've got 212 Divisional already. Got a real hodgepodge of stuff here. This is part of the 316th. Okay, let's just back up for a second. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Believe I am. This is Sikarung. Yeah, he can't move forward yet. Okay, we've just got some stuff that's not on the map yet. 85th Corps. This is also the Penal Battalion. Well, we'll move that into town. You always want your penal battalions in town. I just totally made that up. I don't know if that's true or not. Um, 316, there's the 316 already. 212, 212. There's the other part of 316. Let's move this a little bit further south, I believe. Dickweiler, all right. Um, this goes straight back to the division, 320th Regiment. Okay. These engineers, that's what I'm going to use to kind of block off here. So let's go back around to Dickweiler with these guys. All right, they can sit right there. Kind of give us an early warning potentially. Now this is Osweiler. Okay. I don't want to get too crazy out here because I know we're going to get on the defensive at some point, and it's probably going to be the 212th that makes first contact. But as long as we have an advantage, I'll push it. 1-to-1 there, so nothing, no great shakes there. And then we have another part of the 320th. Let's go there. Surprised we don't get any fire. We've got anti-tank here if we need it. And then, okay, so I'm starting to see how this all works. The 423rd, let's keep this moving down the road. Okay, we got ambushed a little bit there. Where did that come from? Oh, that was artillery fire. Okay, fine. like I said, I keep kind of moving to the northwest, but these guys are going to set up along the river, the 212th, I do believe, and be our first defensive force. But it's a matter of how far out here we get them. Do we have enough here? We don't. Let's play the recon here. Recon it, play the card. See if we figure out any information. That's where that American unit is. Can I move into Burdorf? I can. Okay, so that's the 423rd. Let's cross over here, and then we have a Fusilier battalion. They could either get up here on. I think I'm going to go right up here. Radio then. Then maybe what we want to do is go here. Now let's look at what this attack looks like if we go concentric and we get it. Get around on all three sides. Now we lose 10 infantry, 20 Volksgrenadiers. They lose 40, so we lose 30 infantry, they lose 40, but they lose a lot of material. So that works to our, oh, and he did scoot back, so nice. Let's keep you going on the road here then. Let's look at the hex. We're at a height level of 0. We're still at a height level of 0. Okay, we can keep this here. Let's keep this here. Now, we may get counterattacked here, certainly. This other part of the 316th, though, can come up here and help. Well, let's do that. Let's bring this up. So now this is kind of, our western outpost. Let's go there. All right, and that kind of blocks against, anything crazy happening. Let's put the anti-tank there because it's got a range of 2. Um, Divisional command, let's put that in town. Let's put the Stugs here. We've also got anti-tank that goes back to the core. I mean, are we seeing any tanks out here? Not really. No armor. Well, we'll just put that there for now. The artillery can also come into town. That looks good to me. Now we've got all of our regimental artillery. Well, let's get this up and over the river this way because the 316th, that's its part of it. We've moved a lot of that. We've got the Corps headquarters. Perfectly fine to leave that here for now. Although that's the 80th. And he goes to the 80th. Let's look at this one more time down here. The 53rd just goes straight back to 7th Army. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it didn't go to the 80th. Our next division along the way here, not there, not there, not there. Probably here. Yeah, the 272nd. That also goes to the 80th. Got it. Okay, so he's kind of in the middle here, but let's bring him up in the middle of this. What is this? Town. Bellendorf is where he'll end up. For now, we'll put him in this fortress, I guess. Or he could move straight down here, but I think I'll put him right in that fort right there. That looks fine. This is the regimental artillery that goes with the 423rd. That's fields. That's where we want to hit. We don't want to go into the forest. So let's hit there. Do any damage? Not really. Okay. We've still got this that's divisional artillery. Well, we definitely want to shoot that if we can. Not bad. Oh, wow, really not bad. On those last hits, we end up taking out 70 GIs there and some equipment. Okay, so I think we've dealt with almost all of this now. The Americans are here. We may eventually have to just, as I said, get back across the river. Now, looky there, this has been blown. We don't want the we probably actually don't want the engineer here because may want to blow this bridge. We may want to blow this bridge. I'm being a little aggressive here, I would say, with these guys. These guys really should just set up a defensive perimeter here as well. right, all the way down. And I think as starting next turn, that's probably how I'll start to use them. But for this turn, this was fun. We've got core artillery here. Where are you sitting in? Fields. Okay. What are you sitting in? Fields. All right. Well, let's start blasting away. Let's try to hit the anti-tank, take out some good material if we can. Nah, we didn't really do a whole lot there. It's kind of a wasted bit. Nothing else back here? Nope. Don't see anything. All right. I still am remembering we've got anti-air back there. Don't worry. I remember. So that's the 423rds come around here. Let's just okay. Okay. We took a little intercept fire there, but we took no damage. Um Tell you what, I'm going to slow down with these guys because I really just think we're going to stretch them across the river. All of the 80th, I think we're going to use as our defensive force along the Sour River. I mean, I'd love to get out here and get these points, but I really, in some ways, don't even see the point of going any further out here. If we could trap some units, I'd be fine with it, but I'm not sure that this is really where we want to be going. The 987th, let's bring him out to here. Okay. We could get down here and maybe attack 988th. We've also got the artillery here that maybe we could move into town. This is divisional artillery. Let's go ahead and fire this. We'll do it on the infantry. Okay. I mean, if they're going to give us 30 GIs, 8 trucks, a bunch of mortars, I'm going to take it. I'm not going to just not shoot to kill. Shoot to kill, baby. Um, this will probably go into town, honestly, the anti-tank. So I'm just going to move it there. Uh, the engineers will need to. Hmm. I'm also wondering, I should probably move the core back, but I'll do that later. We've got the 987th. Where is the 987th? It's right up here. We could give this a little artillery support. What is this? This town? No, that's plains. Um, Maybe put this here for now. This brings some of this stuff into range. All right, 10 troops, why not? We've also got the Nebelwerfers. Let's go ahead and fire those. Although I think I am going to scoot these back on these bluffs. And then when the Americans come, and I think we'll start setting that up tomorrow. When I say tomorrow, in game terms. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. Not quite in range, this Nebelwerfer. So see, as the Americans would come up here, if we're up here on these bluffs, I think that's very powerful. Or we could even be right here with all the Nebelwerfers. So we could go there. This is the 988th. Maybe I'll just get right behind the river with these guys. Oh, well, you know what? This is in range. Let's just fire that. But I think next turn, we're going to go ahead and start setting this up as a very defensive unit, or, division, core, really. And then we've got more elements to the 276th out here. We've got artillery. We've got engineers. Why don't we do the engineers here? Because the 352nd actually is going to be pretty offensive, I hope. We're going to get out and try to move around here. We've got artillery here. Now, this is just regimental artillery, but hey, look, you can fire back. I don't like that. Let's try to hit the engineers with regimental artillery. Do we do any damage? No. No, we don't. 986th. Let's get out here a little bit, but again, these are probably going to be units that are behind. Can we get in here? Let's do it. Okay. How does this attack look? 2 to 1, 4 to 1. Or take that. Let's just go ahead and do it. Nope. That was absolutely a terrible attack for us. 110 troops we lose there. So we did, oh my gosh, we ran straight into armor. We got bad recon on that. I should have played the recon card, and that I did that just to show you. No, I didn't. I screwed that up, but oh well. I mean, it's not the end of the world. But dang it, we're going to keep the Nebelwerfers here, I think, in Wallendorf and the 276. Then next turn, we're going to back up. Gosh darn it, that makes me mad. Let's go here and let's play the recon card here and just see what we're dealing with. That's what I should have done. I got a little lax there and we ran into armor. Well, that's good. That's fun, right, in this game that happened. Seriously, I mean that seriously. I'm glad, I want the AI to give us a good challenge. So this is the 988th. 986 is a little spread out now, but we're going to pop these guys back, including the artillery. Where is he here? Is he in light forest? Okay, we'll probably put him in heavy forest, like at this river crossing. 988. I'm not going to attack anymore out here. That soured my mood for attacking, certainly. 987th. I honestly, I don't think I'm going to do much more with these guys. I'm going to organize their defense next time down the Sour River. So we're going to go into town here. So the 212th is going to pull back and we'll go to every crossing. We'll blow every bridge and we're going to start digging in and setting up the best defense we can behind the river and down the river, right? So with the 276, we can stretch out quite a bit more. We'll go down the river here. Now we're going to have to, take out some American units here to do that. Again, I'm not sure where the 75th is. Who are you commanding, sir? We've moved all of this. We still have that anti-air unit. I'm not forgetting about it. And we've still got the Lair division. That's why I'm not forgetting about it. He could go further, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm tempted to also move the Fallschirmjäger around and have the 352nd go up here, have the Fallschirmjäger be on the river here. The Blees River is what it turns into up here. You can see, Edelbrook, Edelweiss. No, it's not Edelweiss. Okay, I think that's that. Let's start moving the Lair division. Okay, moving down this road, we've got, engineers. They could maybe hold back. Flau, Floy, Flau. Let's get you moving down the road. So Flau is going straight back to the division, and here we go. We've got this is the recon motorized. Let's get him moving out. Okay, got another KG here, Pushy. Let's get him going this way. Okay. So one kg going down this road, one going down this road. Okay, we're already starting to build a few, points here. Um, Probably just go here with the command, the lair. Maybe down here though, actually. Let's do that. Let's go down here. Artillery, you can go to the command. That looks fine. Stugs, let's have you go there. Anti-tank, you can go there. Motorized, beep beep, here we go. Have you go there, and we'll have this motorized go this way. And then we've got a lot coming this way. One of the KGs will go that way with it. Here come the tanks. What's our stack there? 113. These are the Panzer IVs. He's an 82, so I do believe we can put him in town. Let's do that. Panzerjägers. What's your stack? 156. I want as much of this to get us across the river as we can get. Let's bring that all the way out. We also then have anti-aircraft that can come up the road. Let's put this one there because I've got that other one a little further south, right? What's your stack? 156. Okay, this guy won't get all the way across. This guy won't even get close to getting across. We've got more artillery coming down the road, and then we've got this artillery coming down the road, and we've got this artillery coming down the road. There you go. And I think that about moves it all. That was just, moving forward, guys. But I'm going to take this other anti-air, and look, he's almost already perfectly stationed here. Let's put him, I could either put him here. Yeah, let's put you right there, because I've got one. So I've got one up here. This is actually in a decent, it's a minor city, right? Fallschirmjäger. Do I have anything else? That's Grosstein. Doesn't look like it. Any other anti-air? I'm not seeing it. Okay, let's back up and think for a minute. Gosh darn it. Uh, these guys are going to defend the river here in the south. They're not even unlocked yet, right? 53rd, they're all positioned. You're not, yep, you're not unlocked. Sickerung back. Nope, that's a fortress battalion. They're still, they're not unlocked. As the Americans get closer, they'll get unlocked. 212th then will start in Edingen, and we'll go to, we'll put infantry in every bridge crossing. We'll get the engineer operating over here. We'll blow all the bridges. And then straight up the river, right? And then as we get up here, so all of 80th Corps, so I'll scoot the Corps headquarters back a little bit, and then we'll take the 272nd or 276, excuse me, we'll back it behind the river, do the same game. Then we're going to switch places, I think. Gosh, I don't know. That's kind of risky, right? Having the Fallschirmjägers out or here, holding the river here. 352nd goes back to 85th Corps. 85th Corps. Lair Division itself, where'd I put that? I put it into this town, right? Yep. Lair Division goes back to 47th Panzer Corps, all right, which, 2nd Panzer is also part of that. And then there it is, 47th Panzer Corps. Who's our officer there? Lutwitz. Okay, good to know. Um, so that's 42nd. Where'd I put the headquarters for 47th Panzer? That's 47th. That's 48th. Got it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll get some of that sorted next time. 116th goes to 48th. Got it. Okay. That's what was confusing me. Got it. Okay, so this is all 47th. This is 48. That'll need to move north. I think I identified that when we moved down here. I moved the anti-air. So let's go ahead and turn the turn. I don't think there are any other cards I want to play. I'm not as concerned. Again, I was moving out here kind of probing to see if there were anything we could trap with the Americans out here, but I didn't really. This is a little stronger than I hoped it would be. We have a decision with the Fallschirmjägers, and then the full actual division up here, which one we want to put on the river here. We'll probably keep it the way it is, actually, now that I look at it. But let's turn the turn. I think we're good. We played all the cards I want to. There's no major cards I want to play. There's nothing really like with supply or something like that to do. So I think we're going to go for it. This will take us into the night turn, working on those night moves with Bob Seger. And we're going to start setting up our defense there in the south. So here come the round events. This will be round 4, which is again the night. Uh, how much attacking, how much moving will we do during the night? Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We're going to look. We're going to see. Probably not a whole lot all the way to the north, but maybe through the center we will. Depends what our fuel situation looks like too. I'm just not as experienced enough in the game to say, well, we should definitely do X, Y, or Z. We're just gonna have to figure it out as we go. I think we're in pretty good shape. Certainly, from a loss perspective, we've done well so far, but you would expect that we would. I think we've used the artillery pretty effectively. I'm happy with how far out our armor is moved, our motorized troops. So we'll see. I'm going to pause this as it goes through, and then I think I'll wait till next time to go through all the American. Fine with it. I'm fine with it. Sorry if the volume got a little low there. I actually had that on mute for a second, but maybe you picked it up through the computer. On it goes, up to 348 steps. I don't know what this means. Executing front 3. Executing front 2322. Sounds like real code going on here. Okay, he ran up on us there in the south. I saw that. Yeah, I think up here on the history tab, we can go back and look. Are we going to go through all 384 steps? I doubt it. I doubt it, but I'll show you the highlights anyway. Lots of moving backwards. We're doing pretty well for points. I mean, we've got enough points right now to avoid a major Allied victory. Ah, he attacked us at Vems. We stood firm though. And that's the end of the turn. All right, guys. So when we come back next time, we'll kind of go through the high points of that combat resolution. It is now 0 hours. It is high midnight out on the Western Front. It'll be December 17th, 1944 when we come back. It's the night turn. Probably will be a lot of resting going on, but we'll see. We'll see how our troops are holding up. I can't wait to play this. Hell, I may just go ahead and record another one now. Nighttime overcast just below zero. Okay, and we're up to 72 victory points, including 9 extra VPs. We have destroyed a lot of stuff. We'll go through the stats. We've already killed GI Greens. We've already killed about 5,000 GIs. Okay, 758 trucks and another 500 engineers. You can see all the stuff adds up to 5820. The equipment we've lost adds up to 12. Men and equipment adds up to 1220. We get air recon and grief team. Look at that. Night has descended indeed. We'll go check it out. Wow, that looks pretty cool. And there's going to be a lot more fog of war at night, right? So, anyway, this has been Strategy Gaming Dojo. You guys be good. I'll talk to you next time.